their own 23-yard line.
Snap comes at 1. Now Haskins. He gets it to Sims, complete. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a second and 3. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed. And they really want him to be that guy. And that's what they're doing early in this game.
They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with third and just a yard. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0.
Good. Makes the score Cardinals 7. Washington, nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this out to the 25.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Pressure comes and the Cardinals bring him down. Devon Kennard. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
And that's their first sack of this game. But how about last week? 6 sacks. Great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
A long ways to go here on 2nd down. They'll wind job getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Caught the defense off guard there a bit on second and long, but now you still have to deal with third and long.
Yeah, you do, but you feel pretty good about the last play, don't you? And maybe it gives you a little bit of confidence dialing up the next one, that maybe your team will believe in it when you send it in.
Now Haskins, third and long. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that will be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2 at the 25-yard line.
Throwing now is Murray. It's complete to Drake. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
On first down, Drake. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32.
The ball carrier.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
2-yard line.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Here's Murray. Open man is Kirk, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Give them 32 on the play.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On first down, it's Drake. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
4 yards.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Murray going to throw. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked.
Incomplete.
They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, TJ Logan. Oh, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And this one is right down Broadway. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Greg Stroman on the return. Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Dontrell Inman, incomplete. Buda Baker there on the coverage.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. They will run it. It's McKissick. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Washington, nothing.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run with a former Buccaneer. It's Peyton Barber. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Haskins, he'll air this one out deep for Sims. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Isaiah Simmons. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Murray now on 1st down. He's airing it out for Williams. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And a very good return as he takes this all the way up to the 35-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the 1st half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
They're watching the film, and it's working. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
Buda Baker.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves. Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Haskins out of the gun. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
Washington.
That's a play that'll likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Again, it's Haskins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He gets it to Thomas. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down.
19 yards.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. And he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Washington on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. A reminder coming up at halftime. We'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. From the red zone now, Haskins on first down. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
They'll run with McKissick, and he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is really thrown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime. Now it's Haskins. Now they're staring at a 4th down as Arizona's defense does its job.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3.
10.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
On the return, the Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. To throw, it's Murray. And he hits Drake. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 12 yards the pickup. Good enough for an Arizona first.
At the 44-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Over the middle, complete. That's Drake. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Murray now on first down. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
At their own.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
A gain of 5.
As they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. 5 yards remain on second down. Haskins will throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, their first 2 drives only yielded 3 points. They might be thinking it's time to make something happen. Push the ball downfield and try and gain some points that way. Unfortunately, incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Looking to throw, Haskins. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there.
A gain of 2 yards.
Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds back near their own 20.
At their own 22-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
first and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. A final shot before half from Murray. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. That's caught inside the 20. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
On the return, the Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
He was
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On third down, it's Logan. And he is not going to get the first down as they'll spot this at about the 28.
He was brought down.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call. And they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. They do go for it. It's Murray going deep for Hopkins. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. The Cardinal offense not going anywhere. They'll stay out and go for 2. From the gun, Murray. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. And, of course, on the two-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Haskins. Catch made by Dontrell Inman. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And a Washington first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Haskins. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
10 yards.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
Brandon, a lot of times you'll see running backs rotate in and out of the game, whether it's completed pass, a good run, it doesn't matter. Here, not only does he stay in, but they go right back to him, and he makes another nice play. Back-to-back catches.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. The throw by Haskins complete to McLaurin. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a 1st down Washington on a pickup of 18.
1st down, Washington.
Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. And that's complete. It's Sims. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. It was a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
Complete.
A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down. Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4.
At the 8-yard line.
They go play action now. Haskins. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. This is caught. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a gain of 7, and that's going to make it 4th down.
4th down.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
To
Jeremy Sprinkle, his first touchdown of the new season. And Washington able to cut into that deficit.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game can take the spirit away from the
still field.
Yeah, they're teetering right there.
Throwing on 1st down. Gets home. It's Ryan Kerrigan getting the sack. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week. And this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back. And they did a great job in the 1st half. But now they've gotten their first sack here in the 2nd half. Look out. They'll try to increase the pressure.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
That's the end of the...
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked by Kendall Fuller. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long, he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Yet again, Haskins is intercepted. 3rd time. Picked off at the 16. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking,
touchdown, Cardinals! Kenyon Drake, 84 yards. And the Cardinals push further out in front. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.